Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie, otherwise known as the Vintage Academic, and I am a new graduate student at Parsons School of Design. Today's video didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. I originally had plans to make a how I get ready for a new semester of school as someone who has ADHD and doing all of the prep work that I typically do when I'm entering into a new semester. That didn't happen. If you've been watching my videos, you know that the transition from California and undergrad to New York and graduate school has been a difficult transition for me. All of the footage was discombobulated. I spent way too much time on one thing and didn't end up vlogging others, and the days are just absolutely disconnected, and yeah, but there is some footage in what I did get that I still wanted to share with you guys. So I started off trying to prep for graduate school by redoing my Notion, which, surprise, surprise, I haven't used since I made it. I used to use Notion all the time as someone with ADHD. It was my lifeline, my savior. But it's just not working for me right now, and so I spent the entire weekend that I was house sitting at Kaylin's house putting together a new Notion setup that I don't use. So I didn't feel like it was worthwhile to show you guys what I did to my Notion because I don't use it. I've just been sticking to my paper planner, and maybe one day my little ADHD brain will like Notion again, but just I spent that whole time redoing my Notion until it was time for me to head back to Jersey. And the day that I headed back was also the first day of graduate school for me, but that's not where the prep ended. It took me a long time to get my feet underneath myself, so the prep lasted well into the first week of graduate school, and I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and let the rest of the footage take over. Hello, it is several days later from the last time I talked to you, and the whole grad school prep thing, or back to school reset, and by several days later I actually mean it's been closer to a week since I have filmed for this video. In that week, I had my first week of grad school. There's a fire alarm beeping in the hallway. I have more to say about that. That's gonna have to wait to be in another video. I am completely overwhelmed and we're gonna move past that. But today, it is Thursday. I don't have class on Thursdays and Fridays, and this is the day that my desk and my mattress topper are being delivered, which are major components in getting ready for grad school because I haven't had a desk to sit at to do my work yet. So I just got an email that one of my packages has been delivered. So I'm gonna go downstairs and see which one it is and try to lug a huge desk or a heavy mattress topper upstairs. And we're gonna get this room ready for grad school, even though I'm already a week in. Let's go see what got delivered and continue setting up my bedroom. Cool. Oh boy. I can do this. We're just gonna get one step at a time. Chanel was just here a couple days ago. Yesterday, she weightlifts and she lugged a 50-pound suitcase all across New York yesterday. So right now I really wish I had a Chanel. I am sweating. Oh, okay, we did it. We got her up. Now I get to put her together. I'm so excited. Got directions. This is a lot of stuff that I don't think I'm gonna look at. Okay, she is assembled. Moment of truth, we're gonna see if she fits in the little alcove because I only kind of roughly measured it. So let's give it a whirl. It's a perfect fit! Ah, look at it! I got a desk! All my grad school dreams are coming true! Now I need to set up my desk enough for me to go to a meeting with Kaylin though, so. This is also a bigger desk than I've had ever in my life. This is the biggest desk I've ever owned, so it's nice to have some space to decorate and spread out. We got the laptop stand, we got the laptop. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, hello. Bed is almost done being made behind me. I'm just waiting for my blankets, my comforter to come out of the wash. It's about 9:20 p.m. The fire alarm is still chirping. The desk has successfully been put together. You are currently sitting on it. Ta-da! And I will continue to set it up and make it look cute. I got a couple of packages that I thought you guys might want to see. Got a couple of things there. Oh, they were fancy. They wrapped this one in tissue paper. First thing we have this top. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It doesn't look like much, but it has like a puffy little sleeve and a square neck and it's my color. This top, and it is knit, so it should be a little bit more comfortable than the ones that I have that look similar. The coolest pair of pants. Look at that belt. That is so cool, and I am very excited to wear them. But the battery is dying. I'm going to go edit a YouTube video and go to bed, and I will pick up the vlog tomorrow where we will really, fully, truly finish the grad school prep. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Day 3. Getting ready for grad school. We are setting up my desk and filming a TikTok. So there goes my AC. I'm gonna try and prop you guys up somewhere where you'll be able to see it. Hello, it's voiceover Katie again. I just wanted to pop in and say thank you guys for watching and bearing with me like this entire video has been saying. It was very disorienting and discombobulated trying to film this video, but I'm doing my best and I really just wanted to actually share the process with you guys. In another life, I would have scrapped this video and not shown it, but I think it's actually pretty representative of the way I've been trying to deal with the changes that have been coming up for me. Anyways, I ended this particular night by trying to get some studying in, and since this video is trying to offer some advice about being ADHD, I wanted to show you guys how I like to study. I try to pace around while I read because it gets some of my hyperactive energy out and it helps my brain focus, so I hope that that's helpful for you too. Let me know if you try it in the comments. One reading done! Thank you, take a bow. I'll be here all week if I make it through this grad program, which who knows if I will. I'm too hot in this sweater, I'm gonna change. So, I'm reading, and it's just like there's so much about fashion studies that I disagree with that I'm worried I'm in the wrong program.
Okay, what about it?
The way they define fashion, even though like it seems like the field is like starting to kind of contend with this idea that like fashion is harder to define than we thought it was, and that maybe fashion doesn't really start anywhere, and like because they keep questioning this, and like what they keep coming back to is like 17th century France and Charles Frederick Worth, like those two things. I question that, and as I'm reading, I'm also kind of like noticing this dissonance where like that is where they place fashion, yet are talking about like the everyday and the non-elite of fashion and like all of these other ways in which fashion exists outside of that system. So my question is, why do we still continue to define fashion that way? And so, but it's like they're talking about these two dissonant things without like realizing that that's happening. Does that make sense? It feels like they've pigeonholed themselves into this definition of fashion that now when they try to contend with the fact that fashion exists outside of modernity, that they have a hard time doing that. That only happens when you create fashion to be this high level elitist thing. So it's like that in and of itself is a construct that you guys have created and are now trying to deconstruct, and I think it's annoying. And so now I'm like, am I in the wrong program then? Because like this was written by a professor at this program, like who I'm in a class with. It's not bad that I'm questioning these things.
No. Okay, also think about it this way. That's also why non-traditional students have not occupied those spaces. And when they do occupy those spaces, we question them because we don't agree with, like, the status quo was intended to keep us out. And then once we're in, we realize, like, no, I disagree with this.
Yeah, okay.
Like, we didn't come into academia simply to learn how academia functions and to, like, be cogs in its machine. We came in to figure out how it functions and to dismantle it.
I'm just gonna keep being my belligerent self.
I do fucking push.
Hello.
Hello.
Kaylin Ever, the pep talker. Good morning. It is afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Sunday, September 4th. Also a bit of a mishap in the first week of school. I wasn't added to the Canvas courses that I should have been added to, so I didn't have access to the syllabus and the readings that I was supposed to have done last week, so I had to do them all this weekend, and now I also have to do my readings for the following week. So I'm already behind. It's the first week of the semester, and I'm still trying to prep for grad school when I have already started the semester. But we are on the last trek of this journey. The last thing I need to do is set up my journal. I use a bullet journal for keeping track of things because I like having a combination of a calendar, a to-do list, and then just kind of a brain dump space. So I'm gonna go pull that out of my backpack. We're going to sit down and set it up together, and then we will be done with this vlog and we can move on into next week's vlog. Let's do that. So I want to take a moment to explain why I like to use a bullet journal over basically any other version of planning. I do use Google Calendars for reminding me what like responsibilities, events, and that kind of stuff I have to attend to, but I love using a journal instead of a traditional planner for my ADHD because I love to have a place where I can just dump all of my thoughts and organize them later. So this is kind of like half planner, half brain dump, half journal, and it really just serves all of those purposes all at once. It has a calendar so I can keep track of what's due when, but the rest of it is really just like me jotting down notes, leaving stuff for me to decide for later, and it's the only system that I think really works for me because otherwise it all gets scattered and doesn't stay in one place. Okay, the AC unit is on, but you're just gonna have to deal with it because it's hot in here, but we got my September month, we've got my monthly planning for the Accepted Society, long-term planning workshops that happen every month, and then onto the daily pages. I'm going to add my menu pages, which are an idea/template that I'm borrowing from, it's General Karanobi, because her name is Caroline, or Carolyn, I don't remember, but I'll leave a link to her video below. So I'm going to add menu pages, which are something that she does as a neurodivergent individual. It's basically just like writing down different things that you like to do, that you can do, that you should do, broken up into a couple of different sections. So there's self-care, prep for the week, weekdays, and morning routine, because as people with a neurodivergency, for me specifically ADHD, I forget the things I'm supposed to do, I forget the things that I like to do, so writing them down and then having something I can look at should help break down decision paralysis. So that's where we're at. And it's taking me a really long time to do this. I am very low energy today. I'm just like not vlogging as good as I usually do, but I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. Alright, so I'm getting ready to go to dinner with a friend, and that is that on the prep. The only thing I have left to do is my readings for the next week, which tomorrow is a holiday, so I don't have class. So I'll be doing it then, so hello! Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more New York City Fashion School vlogs coming up very soon, and I'll talk to you guys later.